Good morning, everyone. This is Makram El-Amin with Makram's Motivational Mondays. I'm so happy to be with you again this week and just for a talk with you for a few moments about happiness. You know, happiness is one of those things that is wonderful. It's beautiful to be happy, to feel happy and have some joy in our lives. It's a natural human desire. But what happens when it's elusive and we can't find it? What happens when we are looking for it in the wrong places? If we look for external things, some measure by which we can say I'm happy, whether it's, how much money I have or some material possession or some status that I might have earned. I may have got that promotion or be recognized by my peers as one of the best in my industry. All those things are wonderful things, and they should bring a level of happiness and satisfaction. But what happens when that doesn't take place? Does that mean we're not happy? Does that mean because I didn't get the promotion that I'm somehow not worthy of happiness? No, I don't think so. In fact, I think if we're looking to have external measures or material things to be the means by which we measure happiness in our lives, then we're going to find ourselves really in a bad situation. In fact, those who do that is what we call seeking permission to be happy. Like when I finally get recognized by my peers as the best in my industry, whatever that industry might be, when they recognize me, then I'll be happy. Or when I finally purchase that dream home, the one that I really wanted and for myself and my family, then I'll be happy. Or if I finally start that business or graduate from school, etc. If I get to those things, then I'll be happy. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these are wonderful things, and they should bring a level of happiness and satisfaction, but they cannot be the end all, be all for our happiness day in and day out. People, don't make the mistake of waiting for happiness to happen. Don't wait for happiness. Bring the joy. Let me repeat that. Don't wait for happiness. Bring the joy. Let me share a couple things that I do on a daily basis to try to admit more happiness into my life. I know that through gratitude and humility, I get joy. I wake up in the morning and offer a prayer to God, to my Creator, and sit in meditation and be reflective and have gratitude about the things that I have in life, my family and my health, and just my ability to walk outside and enjoy the wonderful weather or the sun or whatever the case may be. So these small things in life, they seemingly are small, which are big things for me because I take time and I sit quietly and I reflect on these things, and they admit joy. They admit joy into my life. I use another technique of greeting others first. You should try this. You're on your way to work, or you're in your office with your colleagues, or in school with your classmates, etc. Greet them first. Hello, how are you? Check on them, see how they're doing. Initiate contact before they greet you. Do it as a strategy of checking in with others and really listening to how they're doing. You'll be surprised how much joy that you generate, not only in yourself, but also in those whom you engage. Small acts of kindness is always a strategy for bringing joy into your life. For example, this to the untrained eye is a pack of chewing gum. Trident cinnamon gum, one of my favorites, in fact. And no, Trident does not pay me to say this. But in this pack of gum are 18 sticks of gum. In this pack, 18 sticks of gum. Now, some may say, okay, well, you have 18 sticks of gum. What's the big deal? No. To the untrained eye, there are 18 sticks of gum. But for me, there are 18 potential smiles that I can bring on the face of others. When I'm enjoying something myself and I offer that enjoyment to someone else, that is bringing the joy to them and also transmitting to me. See, part of happiness and the key to happiness is taking it away from yourself in order for you to bring it back to yourself. Small acts of kindness, whether it's a stick of chewing gum or some other small kindness that you can deliver to those who are around you, maybe those you know and even those you don't know. And lastly, turning the mundane into a game. We all have these mundane tasks that we have to do each and every day that you don't think about happiness when you have to do them. I mean, I have to make my bed. That's something I have to do. It's not something that I'm really happy about. Or I have to wash my clothes, or I have to write that report, or I have to study for this test in class because I have that big exam coming up, et cetera, et cetera. These are things that are necessary, have to do. And if we have to do it, why not be happy about it? Why not bring the joy to it? Why not do it in a way that it becomes a game that I actually like doing it? So when I'm making my bed, I don't just make my bed. Maybe I change it around and I make the bed military style, or maybe I make the bed in a way that it will change the pillows. I do something that brings the joy to the act that I'm doing. From writing a report or studying for an exam or whatever the case might be, I don't wait until it's all the way done to enjoy it, to say, okay, now I'm happy. No, I get joy along the way by doing a good job, by staying attention to detail, by making certain that I'm doing the best that I can, and being present in that moment brings the joy. These are just some small examples of happiness and ways that we can have more happiness in our own lives. I'm not here to tell you that you won't have any problems by doing these small things. I'm not here to tell you that you won't have any things of frustration or things that might disappoint you or things of that nature. No, that's going to happen. We're human beings. We're living life on life's terms. But what I am saying is that you control the amount of joy in your life. You have more control of that than you think. Small acts of kindness, showing gratitude, humility, greeting others first, turning the mundane into a game. People, take control of yourselves and your lives and your happiness. And by all means, be great.